students. So today we are going to discuss about minimum cost spanning tree methods. So last class we discussed about spanning tree. Spanning tree means the tree should not having any loops, and spanning tree problem is from the graph we are create multiple spanning trees, but which spanning tree is to find the minimum cost, to find out it is a difficult. So to finding the best minimum cost spanning tree from the graph, so then we are using two techniques. One is a Prim's algorithm and another is a Kruskal. So very important topics and direct questions in university examinations. Okay, so these are two techniques or methods to find the minimum cost spanning tree from the graph. So let us look one after another how to find the minimum cost from the graph. So first take how the Prim's algorithm is work to find the minimum cost spanning tree. So what is the general input of Prim's algorithm? So which is the taking input? What is the input? Input is a graph. So which graph if you want, in which graph if you want to find the minimum cost spanning tree, so those graph we consider as an input. So what is the output? What is the output after Prim's algorithm? What is the output? Output is minimum cost spanning tree, isn't it? So output is a minimum cost spanning tree. So then what is the procedure is involved in between after taking the input, after getting the output? So now move forward. What is the steps is involved to get the minimum cost spanning tree by the input of graph? So what is the procedure or algorithm, whatever it may be, steps? So first is select minimum cost edge from the graph. So wherever the minimum cost is there, first select that minimum edge. Okay, that is the primary step. Second one, so first point is clear. Second point is select next minimum cost edge among the adjacent edges of visited nodes. Okay, which nodes is already visited, that is the first step. From those nodes we can select another minimum edge adjacent, from among the adjacent edges we can select the minimum edge. Third point, this process is continue until to find all possible minimum edges from the graph. Okay, and finally visit all nodes exactly once, and graph should be loop free. That means there is no loop in the final spanning tree graph. Okay, So this is the way of to find the minimum cost spanning tree from the given graph. Okay, now go to example on this graph how to find the minimum cost using these following steps. Let's take example how this procedure is implemented on this graph to find the minimum cost. So first step is better to take a visited list. So which nodes, that means the condition is you need to visit visit the vertex only once. So initially all the states of the node or vertex is 0, okay, as we discussed in the BFS and DFS. Okay, first step is take the minimum edge. So minimum edge is 1 to 6. So next take another minimum edge, but select the minimum edge only adjacent nodes of already visited nodes. Okay, already visited nodes is 1 is visited, 6 is visited. Okay, from these nodes only we have to select minimum edge. So 1 adjacent node is 25, 6 adjacent node is 18. So minimum is 18. Okay, I think I am clear. Okay, minimum edge is 5. Next, what is the minimum edge of 5? What is the minimum edge of 1? So 1 is cost is 25. 5 having how many adjacent edges? 11 and 12. So minimum is 11. Minimum is 11. Okay, select. So 5 is visited and 7 is visited. Next, from the 7 and 1 and 6, you can check all the possibilities. So which is visited? So take minimum cost among this visited. So 7 having weight is 13, that is the cost is 13, another way cost is 2. So take the minimum edge. Okay, 2 is visited. Next, from the 2 and 7, what is the minimum edge? Here having 13, here having 9. So then 2 to 3, 2 to 3 cost is 9. So 3 is visited. The from 3 minimum cost is only one possibility is 4. The cost is 10. So 4 also visited successfully. So all the nodes are visited and each and every node is connected to each other, and it is making a final graph is loop free. There is no loops finally after visiting all the nodes. So what is the cost? So cost is 5 plus 18, 11, 6, 9, 10. Okay, the cost is 59. So this is the way of finding the minimum cost from the graph using Prim's algorithm. So second point is very important. After selecting the minimum edge from the graph, then you have to select next adjacent nodes of 1 and 6. Don't take 6 is the minimum, so directly. So to take the minimum edge, to find only adjacent nodes of 1 and 6. Which one is the minimum? Take that edge. Okay, so this is the way to find the minimum cost spanning tree using Prim's algorithm. Next we are going to discuss Kruskal algorithm.